Hi, my name is Liselotte Lyngsø. I'm a futurist. I've been working as a futurist for 20 years, and I always try to find the big changes in society. The stuff that we take for granted, then suddenly new enablers arriving, suddenly we change our lifestyles. The one that I would like to challenge is McKinsey and other big consultants. They always talk about urbanization, that we will carry on moving into these big cities full of smog, and all the investment plans, they really believe that this urbanization is going to carry on. But seriously, it's very nice if you live in the city of London, but if you live in some boring concrete suburb outside, just to be in the proximity of London, do you really think that you will carry on moving into that kind of places in the future? That's almost like that we couldn't imagine how the future car would look like. It looked like a horse wagon. And I think people were expecting London to drown in horse shit because they hadn't even expected the car to come around. So let me use my presentation on challenging the assumption that we will move into big cities. First of all, we have driverless cars coming. That means that you don't have to worry too much about distance to work because you can sit very convenient in your own car being carried somewhere along the way, and it will become a kind of moving office. Also, we're going from Wi-Fi to Li-Fi. That means that the internet connection is going to be 100 times quicker than it is today within 5 years' time. That means that our ability to work from home will massively improve. Basically, you will be able to meet with people not knowing whether they're actually in the same room as you. I went to a concert with Elvis Presley not long ago. His whole old band, now in their 80s, were still alive, but he was there as a hologram. Imagine that in terms of your ability to be able to work from home. Then we're going to have home hospitals. We will have telemedications due to these new technologies. Already, doctors are thinking it's far too expensive for us to lie in a bed in hospital. The sooner you can go home with your chemotherapy, the better. And they will be able to treat and measure you from home. So imagine this future home hospital with lots of emotions. Kids today, well, basically, they're not even using their desks anymore. They have kicked them out of their room long ago. They do everything in bed. Girls even think that they get a nice, hoarse, sexy voice when they speak in bed. So that's just carrying on. They eat there, they study there, they meet with their friends there. The next generation, they've been constructing in games their whole adult or their whole childhood. So, of course, they will not accept just to move into some concrete flat near a big city. They want to build their own place. They've been doing that all along. Also, they want to pick, who do I want to live with? Who do I want to eat with? What sort of family should I have? They are all on the social media and they are used to find their own circles of friends. So they will not accept just moving to random neighbors. They want to pick their own neighbors and family. Also, it will be more important to live next to somebody who's actually willing to share their stuff. Are they willing to share their car? Are they willing to share the mown lower? Can you share the ladder for painting the windows? Then it's a place where you become extremely rich. So that's very important. Also, we want our kids to have the best of the best. We call them greenhouse kids. We only have one. So we want them to live with nice other kids and nice schools and nice other parents so that they are not growing up all by themselves alone in bed. Then we have the mammals. Mammals are middle-aged men in lycra. They are on their bikes all the time, they run. They would like to be in nature too. They don't want to be stuck in some big city. They are longing for these nice cycling roads where they can just go on and on and on. Then, of course, we would like to have our dogs with us and maybe having a drone to go for the walks. But in any case, pets are increasingly important for an aging population, and it's very hard to have pets in big cities. Pets removes allergy and makes us happy. Then we would like a house that can generate more energy than it consumes. Imagine you lock yourself on the grid and you are actually able to earn money from living in your house. So you go to some countryside where the housing prices are cheap, and then you just build your own sustainable house. And of course you take care of being sustainable with regards to your own veggies and produce. It's very important to have some kind of robust local community. We don't know when the global food consumption is going to break down. And that's possible with this robot. Lots of enterprises are now offering that they can bring you anything you wish, order from the internet within 4 hours. So that's no longer a hindrance. Basically, you can shop from home. You don't have to take into these big malls. They're closing down anyway. So you might have a local shop and then you do everything online. Basically, the distance from envisioning doing something has never been shorter for actually carrying it out. This young guy, he built his own driverless car until the police told him, you can't do that. This other group of young people, they built their own space rocket. In the old days, when we had the smartphone, we moved into a phone booth to talk. And then after a while, we realized, hey, we are free. We don't have to live in big cities in the future. We can choose ourselves due to new technologies, new data.